Well, good evening to Troy Talks. This is my first episode of my podcast called Troy Talks, and I'm excited and a little bit nervous because this is my first one. I'm planning to do many more, but today, a little bit about myself. I live in Pensacola, Florida. I own a company called Troy Holt Consulting LLC. And I work in the areas of financial services and also relationship and incentive marketing. I'm excited about this particular podcast. We're going to cover subjects like sales, marketing, which includes incentive and relationship marketing. We're also going to talk about some things dealing with relationships such as kindness and social media, those things. So we're going to talk about various subjects and even some financial services subjects. So all my listeners out there, thank you for listening. Please share this particular podcast specifically if it's something that will be beneficial and to help others. But tonight, I want to just kind of want to discuss about kindness. And this is something that's very dear to my heart, specifically, especially for us that are in business. I came across a quote from Gary Vaynerchuk. If you know about him, he is a marketing beast. He has a couple of businesses. He's known especially a lot on the social media circles. And he mentioned something about the best marketing strategy is care. And, just showing care and concern for people. If we realize that sometimes all a person really need to show an act of kindness is a text. Hey, just checking on you, seeing how you are doing, what's going on with you. Is everything okay? We haven't talked in a minute. How about a phone call? Pick up the phone and call somebody and check on that person and tell that person you were thinking about you were on their mind. Just care and concern, especially if you have clients or customers. How about sending them a card, a birthday card when a birthday comes up, or if they have an anniversary, send them a card, or if they have a graduation or a promotion. One thing that I do, I like to show kindness to people. One thing that I do, I go through my Facebook feed daily, and I'm looking for someone who I can celebrate, somebody I can appreciate, or somebody I can console, because I want to do an act of kindness, And so one of those acts of kindness I do is I go through there and I find somebody who are falling in one of those categories. And what I like to do is I send them a private message, DM them a private message. Hey, congratulations, or sorry for your loss, or whatever it is to celebrate or appreciate. And may I get your mailing address? And once I do that, I get the mailing address. And sometimes I do it on some other social media platforms also. Once I get the mailing address, if it's Facebook, let's say it's a wedding anniversary, I will take some pictures off their Facebook page from wedding anniversary, put it in a card, personalize it with their pictures, a little short message, and address it. And I can do that from my phone. And it's just a simple act. I don't have to lick any envelopes. I don't have to put a stamp on it. It is all done electronically. But however, that little small acts of kindness have done some great things for people because it was something that was unexpected, unexpected kindness. They wasn't necessarily anticipating. People don't send cards anymore. So kindness is something that if we have a kindness, I read a quote, it says, kindness is not an act, it's a lifestyle. We should have a lifestyle of kindness. That way we can make an impact in this world. We're in a political season this time, and a lot of people are mean. A lot of people are rude, and there's fights and there's division. But we need to have a little kindness. We never know what someone is going through. I heard a pastor, my pastor, he would say sometimes people have a Halloween, I'm sorry, a Christmas face and a Halloween heart. In other words, they're hurting somewhere on the inside. So I just want to share this, my first episode. I want to talk about kindness. What are some things that you have done or you can do to make kindness a lifestyle, or not just an act, but a lifestyle, specifically, especially those who are in sales? I do have some more strategies that we'll talk about later. So we'll talk about various subjects. But what can you do to an act of kindness? Can you open a door for someone? Can you, call somebody? Can you text someone? Can you help somebody if their car breakdown, push their car? Or, sometimes people, we get these people that we go to a convenience store and they are trying to get some money. I'm not quick on giving people money, but if somebody's hungry, I say, okay, come on, let me get you something to eat. Let me buy you something to eat. I don't want to see anybody hungry. So it's just those type of acts of kindness that we can do to make an impact. One of my philosophies is, or one of my, not necessarily philosophy, but one of my things that I want when I leave off the scene, when I pass, I want people to say one thing about Troy: he tried to make an impact. And that's what I want people to say. I always tried to make an impact. So a lot of times I try to make impact with kindness. Now, so much for that. Thank you for listening to this episode, all my listeners. It's a short episode. I will have some interviews. Again, this is my first podcast. I've been wanting to do this, and I finally did it. I had been putting it off, and I didn't know for sure what I want to talk about on this podcast. But one of the things I'm passionate about is being kind to others. So everybody have a good night. Thank you. And look forward to joining us again on Troy Talks podcast.